I really wish things were different between us right now. I can't help but miss you deeply. You've been on my mind constantly, and I find myself wishing you were part of my life again. If things had turned out differently, if I had made better choices, our lives might not have diverged the way they did. I miss the joy and warmth we shared, and I can't help but think about how beautiful everything felt when you were by my side. I miss all those cherished moments we spent together, moments that still linger in my heart as if they happened yesterday. I miss the sound of your laughter, the way we would talk for hours about anything and everything, and the innocence that defined our connection. It was so pure, so untainted by the complications of the world. Most of all, I miss the feeling of safety and peace I felt when you hugged me tightly, as if nothing could ever hurt me while I was in your arms. That feeling of belonging is something I've never been able to find anywhere else. I'm not saying my life isn't good right now, it is. On the surface, it looks perfect. I have wonderful friends who support me, a career that I've worked hard for, and the respect and admiration of those around me. By most standards, I have everything one could hope for. But deep down, there's a void that nothing seems to fill. Each night, as I lay in bed, I think of you. I close my eyes and hug my pillow, imagining it's you, wishing for the comfort of your presence. Even though I've achieved so much, there's an ache in my heart that refuses to go away. Your absence has left a wound that no amount of success or material accomplishments can heal. I feel like I have everything, and yet, at the same time, I have nothing. In chasing after worldly achievements, I lost something infinitely more valuable, you, my success feels hollow without you here to share it with. I look back now and realize how blind I was, so caught up in my ambitions that I failed to see what truly mattered. I've slowed down now. I've taken a step back from the relentless pursuit of goals that once consumed me. These days, I sit and think more. I question whether any of it, the accolades, the recognition, the achievements, truly means anything without you by my side. The answer always comes back to the same painful truth: it doesn't. There are moments when I'm overwhelmed with the urge to reach out to you, to pick up the phone and call you just to hear your voice. But I stop myself every time because I know it wouldn't be fair to you. I walked away from you when you loved me so deeply. I made the choice to prioritize other things over us, and now I have to live with the consequences of that decision. It would be selfish of me to ask you to make space for me in your life again, knowing how much pain I caused you. Still, I can't help but hope for a miracle. Every time I go outside, my eyes search for you in the crowd, wishing that fate might bring us together again, even for just a moment. I long to see you, to talk to you, to share all the things I've kept bottled up inside. There's so much I want to say, so much I need to apologize for. I want to tell you how much I miss you and how deeply I regret the choices that led us to this point. I pray that one day, somehow, you'll appear in front of me, as if by some twist of destiny. I dream of having a genuine, heartfelt conversation with you, where I can lay everything bare. I want to apologize, not just for leaving, but for not realizing your worth when I had you. I want to tell you how much you've meant to me all along and how much I still care for you. If I could turn back time, I would do so many things differently. I would have fought harder for us, cherished you more, and never let my ambitions cloud what was truly important. But life doesn't give us second chances so easily. I know I must accept the reality of my choices, but that doesn't stop me from wishing, from hoping, from longing. Even now, my heart clings to the possibility of redemption, of closure, or perhaps even a chance to start anew. Until that day comes, I'll carry these feelings with me. I'll keep you in my thoughts, in my prayers, and in the quiet moments before sleep. No matter what happens, you'll always hold a special place in my heart, and I'll always miss the beautiful connection we shared. Hi beautiful, how are you doing on this fine day? I know you tend to worry about me, and I want to assure you that I'm doing well now. Life has been a little uncertain over the past few days, and I was struggling to make sense of my thoughts and feelings. However, I've recently realized where I was going wrong, and that clarity has brought me a sense of peace I haven't felt in a long time. For the first time in what feels like forever, I feel calm and centered, as if my heart has finally found a moment of rest. I've stopped fighting and resisting the changes that life has been trying to bring my way. It wasn't easy to let go at first. Subconsciously, I was holding on to old patterns and fears, unable to fully embrace the new chapters unfolding before me. From my childhood, I had unknowingly developed a deep-rooted fear of change. I was taught, perhaps unintentionally, to find safety in familiarity and to avoid the unknown. That mindset held me back for so long, keeping me trapped in a cycle of resistance and fear. But recently, I began to challenge that way of thinking. Slowly but surely, I worked on changing my mental patterns, and though I made progress, I also realized that some wounds from my past were still unhealed. These wounds were deeper than I had imagined, buried beneath layers of time and effort. Subconsciously, I carried so many unresolved emotions from my childhood, fears, doubts, and insecurities that I thought I had dealt with long ago. I believed I had healed completely, but life has a way of showing us the truth when we least expect it. It was humbling to confront those emotions and admit that I wasn't as whole as I thought. But recognizing the problem was the first step, and now I feel confident that the solution is within reach. I can't fully express how happy I am now, truly happy. It feels like a weight I didn't even know I was carrying has been lifted from my shoulders. You might not realize it, but you've been such an important part of this journey for me. Your presence, your love, and your understanding have brought so much light into my life. Without this connection, I don't think I would have been able to face these parts of myself. I would have stayed stuck in my delusions, unaware of the inner turmoil holding me back. But this relationship, this bond we share, has forced me to confront my emotions, to track them down and bring them to the surface. I can't remember the last time I felt the way I do now. It's as if I'm finally making progress, like I can finally see the bright light shining at the end of a long, dark tunnel. For so long, that light felt unreachable, an abstract concept rather than a real possibility. But now, it's within sight, and I feel hopeful and inspired in ways I never thought I could. Thank you, my love, for coming into my life. You've been my healer, my guide, and my anchor. In just a short amount of time, you've helped me achieve more healing than I've managed on my own in years. You are my lucky charm, and I can't put into words how grateful I am for you. Because of you, I feel like I'm finally free from the chains of my past. I know there's still work to do, but I feel ready now, ready to face my demons and let go of everything that has weighed me down. At this moment, I feel a sense of lightness, as if I'm standing in the middle of a field filled with rainbows and butterflies. It's a beautiful feeling, one I haven't experienced in such a long time. There's a new hope in my heart, a hope for a bright, happy future filled with possibilities. I find myself feeling excited, genuinely excited, about what lies ahead. Life doesn't seem so daunting anymore. Instead, it feels like an adventure waiting to unfold, a journey filled with promise and growth. I can't wait to see what life has in store for me now. Everything feels like it's falling into place, like the universe is aligning in my favor. It's a beautiful realization, and it fills me with so much joy and anticipation. So, thank you again, my love, for being here, for believing in me, and for helping me believe in myself. You've given me a gift I can never repay, the gift of hope, healing, and love. Because of you, I know that everything is going to be amazing now, simply and beautifully awesome.